I'm here with Micah Wimmer, and we are at Plaay.con 25 here in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. I was going to say Denver, but it's Highlands Ranch technically. It's 15 minutes south of Denver. And this is your first con, right?
It is my first con of any type.
Okay. So this is obviously the first the first convention of any type, gaming convention, I should say. How are you liking it so far?
I'm having a blast. It's been a lot of fun to meet people, make friends that I'm already eager to see again next year at other cons in the future, or even just talk to online. Like, it's been great to kind of share in that community because I've played exclusively by myself on my tabletop at home, on my desk in my bedroom, on the kitchen table. So it's been nice. Like, immediately I got here, I'm playing a game of season ticket baseball with someone new, with the creator keeping score. And it's just fun because it's like I've played dozens, if not hundreds, of that game by myself. So to kind of play it with someone else, share that. It's been fun to kind of become a part of an actual community instead of just doing it on my lonesome in the apartment.
Yeah. What is interesting here is I was talking to some people late last night here in the lobby, and they were saying how when new people come in, they're shy and they want to welcome in. I said, well, you got to keep in mind that almost all of us just go into our basement and play these games by ourselves. Yeah. And so this is all new, is coming out and doing this. And so you got to keep in mind that people are coming in, even myself, my first convention, I just kept to myself for a while until people come up and opened up, and I realized, hey, this is where I want to be.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of nerves. Like, I had to kind of be nudged by my girlfriend to kind of go. Like, you all have something you have something in common with all these people. Go hang out with them. Go meet them. You have at least one thing to talk about. And I think, it's been very welcoming from the get-go. Like, I went to the Enchanted Grounds get-together on Wednesday, and I see Keith, and immediately he's like, oh, so you're the Mike I've been emailing with, and like, have you met Travis yet? Have you met this guy? This guy's from Cleveland. You're from Cleveland. Go talk to him. It's like, there's been a lot of intentionality, I think, in fostering that community. Because I was very nervous. Like, I've only sort of started gaming, less than a year ago. So I was kind of, nervous, like, okay, this guy doesn't know anything. You haven't played this game. Oh my gosh, you're a newbie. What do you know? And it has been very much the opposite. It's been very much, there's an eagerness, like, oh, you don't know this? Let me show it to you. Like, let me show you this game that I like, and you might like it, you might not like it. And that's been really fun, is that sense of welcoming and openness. And there's just a real enthusiasm that I think has been shared by everybody, that I've been delighted to participate in myself.
Yeah, you're going to find that people want to share this stuff. And show you different games and show you how to play. And instead of saying, I don't want to spend my time showing you. Even me, I've been playing these for 6 years. I mean, not a long time compared to some of these guys. Yeah. But I sat in games last night and I was like, well, how did you get this result? And they would stop and show me and explain it. Well, how come that is this and not that? And they would show me. And they're more than eager and willing to help you learn the game because they want more people to play these games and be part of the community. And so why would you say, oh, get away, I'm too busy, Now, again, if I would every single play for an hour, okay, do we want to play the game? But I mean, right off the bat, it's like, I think people are generally excited about playing these games, and they want to share that.
Yeah, we play them because they're fun. We play them because we have a good time doing it. I play it like History Anchor Baseball because there's great games where I'm in the ninth inning and the decider dive, got to roll it to see what happens. And I'm like, for that moment while I'm waiting to see the result, I'm on the edge of my seat. Yeah. Like, I'm having, like, it's not quite the same as watching, a last-minute game, but it simulates that feeling well enough for me to be having a blast in the process.
Oh, yeah.
So there's that element of wanting to share that fun. And I was thinking, too, like, there's an element of, like, this is not the biggest hobby in the world. Oh, yeah. So there's a sense of, like, we can't afford to, like, be anything other than welcoming. You're because, like, there needs to be a way to draw more people in rather than set up parameters for, oh, you want to come? You got to like this and this and this. So I think that's been, I think Keith has done a great job of fostering that community too. So major shout out to him for what he's done.
What you'll notice here, Micah, is there's got to be half dozen, if not 9 or 10 game developers here.
Yeah.
And you see them like all walking around together and all talking together. And none of them are like, oh, you're here, you're my competition, and people are playing your game and not my game. It's such a small community that people pretty much play everybody's game.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, there's not a lot of loyalists who are like, I play exclusively this. And it's been nice to even talk to some of the developers and kind of even then be like, well, I think you'd like this game more than mine. And like just that sense of like honesty and openness is just like not trying to sell you on something that you're not going to have fun with. Just like, look, we're all in this game. We're all trying to find what we like. Here's what I think would be best for you. And just that sharing of ideas. Like I've seen some stuff that's just like so cool, so exciting. And like I've already made some purchases and some stuff that I'm ready to come out in the future. Like it's been very cool to see those things demoed and see previews of what's to come.
The biggest thing for me about conventions, this is only my third. I did Canton last year in August. That was my first. And then we had the Digital Dice Con in Connecticut, which is, I kind of ran. So I mean, I was there, but again, I ran. So this is my second convention that I'm not a part of, so to speak. And the one thing I've really enjoyed that you can't get anywhere except at a convention is to sit down with the game developer and play the game. Or sit down with someone who's really good at the game and they can show you how to play. Because you can watch all the YouTube videos you want. You can read the instructions 15 times, but when you sit down, you'll get more in 5 minutes sitting down with somebody at a table than you will with hours of videos or hours of reading the directions.
Right. I feel like a lot of times when I buy a new game, it's like I skim the rules, then start playing. I'll struggle. Okay, let's see what we need and move forward. And just trying stuff too. Like Keith brought in a demo of some games that I was like, hey, can I try this before I buy it? And like that's been fun too. Just kind of explore. Because again, as someone who's relatively new to the hobby, there's an element of figuring out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what do I like, and so it's been fun to kind of learn to articulate that a little bit more as well.
So thoughts on your first convention?
It's been great. I mean, there's a very good chance this becomes an annual thing, or I'll seek out other opportunities in the future. I know, like ST, like he said, like they may do something like near Fort Wayne again. I was like, well, I can drive there, or going down to Canton at the Hall of Fame in August. Like, well, that's a day's drive. I can do that. So, and I think too, just like I said, just building that community of like people that you just feel like I'm leaving with a whole bunch of new friends that I didn't have before, and like that's hard to find. Hard to find people you connect with later in life. So it's been really enjoyable to do that and have that community built. People have talked a lot about it, and it's been great to witness it firsthand.
So what would you tell someone that's never been to a convention?
Come. If you're on the fence, if you like this hobby, if you're a part of it, if you like playing the games, even if you just like one or two games, or just you're not sure how into it you are, take the plunge. Why not? If at the very worst you get to play games for a few days and talk to some cool people, and like that's the worst case scenario basically. For me, it's been a lot more than that. I mean, that's all it's been, but it's also been more than that as well. So yeah, take the plunge if you haven't tried.
All right. Hey, thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot, Dave.